I wanted to look closely at the comparison between the Laguna and the Green Reset 40 filter. We're going to go through some of the feature comparisons just to see. We have other videos specifically on the Green Reset, but at first glance, this is the different sizes of the unit, and you can see the different packaging. The Green Reset is good up to 4,100 gallon ponds. It's a little bit larger filter. The Pressure Flow 2100 is up to 2,100 gallon per hour ponds. So 2,100 gallon capacity ponds. So a little bit smaller. Other comparisons that you'll see right away is standard plumbing threads for the Sicce product. So all various types of spa hose, any type of PVC fitting can be Teflon taped and put on there. So on the Laguna unit, ships with a nice and wide array of quick disconnects. I personally haven't found that I use quick disconnects on my own pond very much. However, it does come with this. The thing that's important is you have no other option. You cannot go to rigid plumbing or spa hose, and you can only use the fittings that come from Hagen. The other thing to look at is the way the units are back flushed. You can see obviously you have a very large high pressure pressing of the foam core, so it actually presses the foam on the inside, thus removing all of the debris. A much more substantial back flush handle than on the Laguna. On the Laguna you have two handles, which are actually very hard to raise up and down, but you have to do both sides up and down. And all it does on the inside is, all it does on the inside, there's little brushes that just rub the outside of the sponge. Where again, on the Sicce unit, you just crush the sponge down. Significant difference. Once you take the Laguna unit apart, you can definitely see the difference between it and the Green Reset by Sicce. The Green Reset, as we showed, you press and the sponge, just like you'd clean a sponge filter, is compressed with the handle, and then clean water passes over it, so the sponge is left clean. Again, on the Laguna unit, you pull this brush up and down, and you just have maybe a 1/4 inch that you're pressing on the outside, about like my fingers are doing, and you can see the sponges are very deep. You will be in this during the pond season, disassembling this and replacing and rinsing these sponges. So there's going to be more maintenance involved with this unit. Also, when you look inside of the Laguna unit, they use the spike bioball. There's a lot of them, and that's a good thing. On the Sicce unit, it's a far superior bioball design. I've sold trickle filters and manufactured them for a lot of years, and I know that this design right here won't clog as easily, and you can see it can actually move. You can clean it easier if you needed to. When we look at a comparison on the UV, you've got 4 screws on the Laguna. You take the 4 screws out, the O-ring will pull up, and you have the quartz sleeve. This is a little bit of a dangerous design. This can get easily broken. The Sicce, if you're not replacing the quartz sleeve, it's totally protected. There's no chance of breaking it. They put a piece of wadded paper in the bottom of this, where we have a stainless steel spring, and the stainless steel spring will allow it's a lot more durable than that. To change the bulb out of this, you take 2 more screws out, rotate and pull this out, and then if you ever did have a need for a ballast or any part like that replaced, you'd have to send this whole thing back in. There are special little screws that you could use, star screws. You could take this apart, but it's a lot harder to do, and it's hard to come by the ballasts that are in these. The unit in this, we've got an easy, you take the top off like we showed in the other video. You can replace the ballast with some quick disconnects.